Welcome to episode 2 of the Black Canyon 100K build. If you're new here, my name is Alex and I'm an ultra runner based in Utah. I'm training to race the Black Canyon 100K in February. This week, I ran 92 miles with 14,000 feet of elevation gain. Big weekends are a key part of my training right now. This weekend, I have 2 big long runs on deck. It's my off Friday again, so today I'm going to do 2 easy runs. If you're new here, you're probably thinking, this guy never works. How does he do that? I wish I didn't work, but in my industry, it's really common to work 9-hour days and then get every other Friday off. All of my midweek runs, though they have been going very well, are pretty boring if I actually film them. This week I did a 10-mile steady on Wednesday, which went really solid. But again, there's not really any good content to come out of that. So this weekend, I've got 2 easy runs today. I'm gonna be doing hill strides and lifting this morning. Tomorrow, I'm doing 22 miles on the trails, a little bit faster. And then Sunday, hopefully something steeper. All right, that's 8 hill strides done. I don't do them all on the same hill. I try to vary the grade on each one so that I'm activating different types of muscles. Keep the duration of each hill to about 10 seconds, and then I take at least 2 minutes between each one so that I am more than recovered and it doesn't take anything away from tomorrow's long run. Doing those is gonna help with power generation when uphill running and generally just improve running economy. One difficult thing about running in the modern era is that there's just so much content out there and so many people doing so many different types of training, and all of it seems beneficial. And I know I'm yelling into the void too with the content I put out there, but I found myself looking at the start list of Black Canyon, the start list of canyons, and looking into the kind of workouts that people I'm competing against are doing, and looking at the workouts that past golden ticket winners have been doing. And it's really easy to get influenced by that kind of stuff, but I think what's important is that you find what works for you and stick to it and be consistent with that, because there's a lot out there. Sometimes people end up investing in products and investing in types of training when they would just be better off focusing on sleep, mileage, and nutrition and nothing more. I think if you're ever sacrificing actual workouts for some kind of product, you're doing it wrong. My advice really is, if you're going to use something, be consistent with it. If you decide ketones are something you're going to start using in your training, then use them consistently, race with them, use them before workouts, and that's when you actually benefit from incorporating stuff like that. The problem becomes when somebody sees me do a double threshold workout and tries it once, has this hero day, but then isn't consistent with their workouts and their mileage after the fact. On Fridays, I always lift. The goal here is just to maintain a baseline level of strength. I'm not trying to build muscle mass. Instead, I'm trying to stay injury-free. Lunch for my little working man.
Thank you.
The only other productive thing I did today was change the air filter on my car. If you're paying somebody to do this, you should stop and do it yourself. All you need is a screwdriver, and you honestly don't need to know anything about cars. So even if you don't get anything out of the running content in this video, hopefully this saves you a little cash each year. Second run of the day, just hitting an easy 5 in the neighborhoods. All right, for Saturday, I'm gonna hit 22 miles with Zach on the fire road up here in Farmington. Got my vest all packed. When it comes down to it, specificity in training is something you can't ignore. The Black Canyon 100K takes place on pretty much all runnable desert trails. Because of this, I choose Saturday runs to be kind of my key workout as I'm building towards this race. There's a fire road near where I live that has rolling hills, so I can still get pretty decent elevation gain on a run like this, while getting a faster pace in to simulate the kind of terrain and effort that Black Canyon is going to take. Zach's also training for the Black Canyon 100K, so it's fun to link up and get in a solid long run together. Eating is super important after the long run, so here are some fun things that I made. Obviously I ate a lot of snacks and stuff that I didn't film, but I like to cook a nice dinner like I made here after a long run like this. Fueling during the run is super essential too. If you've watched my other videos, you've seen how I've thrown up in a lot of races that I've done, but lately I've been able to really nail nutrition on my long runs. Fueling during and after runs like this is key for absorbing the sessions. On Sunday, I linked up with Nick and Joey to run a very vert-heavy run. We started by ascending the west face of Grandeur. It was pretty gross down in the valley today, but once we got up above the clouds, the views were awesome. After summiting Grandeur, we dropped down the east side into Mill Creek Canyon. Down in the canyon it was foggy again, but we headed for Desolation and got some pretty sweet views there too. The goal of this run was really to get a lot of time on feet and a lot of climbing. Since I'm time limited during the week, I really try to make the most of my weekends, and that's kind of the main reason for doing back-to-back long runs like this. But I also think it builds fatigue resistance very well since I'm doing this on already tired legs. After hitting Desolation, we dropped back down into Mill Creek Canyon and then climbed back up the east face of Grandeur. This was our second summit of Grandeur of the day, and we had over 7,000 feet of climbing at this point. And honestly, my legs were feeling pretty cooked. From here, we dropped back down the west face to where we started, back into the fog. This run brought my total weekly mileage to 92 miles and my total weekly vert to 14,000 feet. I'm feeling really strong at this point, and next week I'm going to push up to 100 miles. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. If you would consider subscribing or sharing this video, that would go a long way in helping me build this channel.